In this universe,
in this galaxy,
in this world,
beneath the influencer clouds,
over the viral video fields,
off the information superhighway,
there are voices in the digital wilderness, whispering
more opinions.
If you listen,
you will hear.
we're not late. We're always arriving when we plan to be here.
You're late. You're fired.
Yeah.
Get out.
But
you know who's hired? Jolene. Thank you for liking us on Facebook. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're doing well.
Yes.
Hope good old Mixmaster B is doing well wherever he is in the world at this point.
He's definitely butt blastering butts.
Hello, Ryan. How are you? Good to see you.
Hello, ahoy, ahoy. Ahoy, ahoy. Are you here to help me with my ketchup or ketchup? Ketchup. Are you here to help me with my ketchup? You can't fire me. I quit.
No, you can't fire me. I quite. You quite what?
Oh, he quite. Oh, Jesus, I read it wrong.
I quite like blaming autocorrect for my clearly fat sausage keyboard fingers not being able to hit the right buttons at the right time. We're hitting extra buttons.
So let's hit him with the hard 20. Wait, I can't even find it. I'll just get one of these.
Booga booga!
I don't know. I can't even fucking find it right now. There it is. Just because it's my favorite.
Oh my God, Jerry! Oh my God!
Look at that.
You could say that you quite like that one.
I like what you did there. So, yeah. So I wanted to make a statement right as we start the show that Alex's background is amazing. Hawaiian pizza rules, and pineapple definitely belongs on set pizza. Fuck everybody who says that it doesn't.
Yeah, everyone in the face with a rusty chainsaw.
Yeah, and if you don't,
over.
Yeah, and if you don't like that, text who's not around here right now. I'll climb up you like a Canadian spider monkey and shoot my maple syrup jizz in your ear.
Why does it got to be sexual though?
Because I got to establish dominance.
You can't just beat him up. It's got to be, I have to put my bodily fluids on. What? Why?
No, I feel that the maple jizz would definitely just run the point home that I rule the world with my maple syrup sperm.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming by. That's been Alex in the Garbage Man.
Is that the end of the show now?
Yeah.
Oh.
When it gets to establishing world dominance through the expulsion of bodily fluids, we can go no lower.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh God, stop.
Okay.
Thank you very much. What? Okay, never mind. On with kid. Let's. I got trolled by my co-host.
Oh, that hurt my fat. Oh gosh. Okay, so I thought I did a very good job today. And I read something on the internet, and at first I was like, oh my God, Jer, oh my God. I was like, this is fucked up. Now, then I thought, well, I feel like I need to do a little bit of research. Because I'm like, wow, that's really messed up. So, there is a young woman named, I'm going to mess her name up, but is Arina Zartusetsky. I feel like Tarzaruski. She is a Ukrainian immigrant who fled her country to come to America. Now, yesterday, the day before, she was stabbed to death while on public transit on a bus in North Carolina.
America, fuck
Fuck
yeah.
So I then thought to myself, wow, that's pretty messed up. Like, and then I see this picture, and what the title above the picture says, it sure seems like the liberal news is trying to hide this. Okay. So this is the original picture that I saw. And I was like, there's no way. So you look up this young woman's name. I don't know how close I was getting it right, but there's no results. George Floyd, on the other hand, has 74,221 results. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, I'm like, this is fake news. There's not a chance that this is true. Because this is the Associated Press, right? This should be one of your, we can go to them for news, right? Bullshit, right? I'm thinking, no way. So then I did my own. So this is 9:56 this morning. It's actually, the AP actually has 7 more pages now to this story, or to George Floyd. Okay. She only has 3. And not one of those stories is about this young lady. Like, I was like, I was blown away. So then I thought, my next train of thought was, okay, now is Fox News going to have George Floyd information? I thought, there's no way, right? Watch, it'll be all screwed up and there's not a chance. George Floyd has 11,900 results on Fox News. Okay. The young lady here has 10 out of 11, but it's all chilling video moments before she was stabbed. Video stabbed. She was stabbed on the light train. You know, all this is about her being stabbed. Now, I don't know. I don't want to say gosh. The fact that this product came up on my Facebook and I did my homework and I went and checked that the Associated Press is not reporting on this. This is the kind of stuff that gets those conspiracy theory people going big time. It's like, why are you not reporting on this? Now, to add to this, because could be the problem is, the gentleman that stabbed this young woman had just been released from prison on a written promise to behave himself. He had been arrested. He's 20. What was he? No, I have to find his age, but has been arrested 15 times and had just been put back out on the streets a few weeks ago before this heinous attack happened. So we've said it many times before. Before you share anything, before you make any judgments about anything that's being said in the media, do your homework. And I actually did my homework on both sides because I figured automatically someone would have fired back. Well, did Fox News report blah, blah, blah? They did. So I just want to get Alex's and what he thinks. And in the chat, I mean, we have a few people here right now, but I can't say if this is true because it is true. I looked it up. It's absolutely disgusting. And we always say that we've seen a lot. Like, if this is kind of, I guess, around the same things, but if there's a white serial killer or a white mass shooter, you can literally, it pops right up on the screen, right? Where it's like, this is the guy's name, blah, 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 blah. And we've been on air and looked for names of like the Filipino killer, this people, right? But like, I will find out exactly what was said just so I get the exact wording of what was, because it was a written promise was all I saw. Okay. But it's kind of hard not to think there isn't a liberal or no, I got to change it. That there's not a conspiracy of hiding stories that would be detriment against a certain race. Because that's what this is exactly. That is my opinion, and it's hard to argue when we're looking at it. And I've showed you the pictures. I did my own little bit of research there. That didn't take much to do it. So,
yeah, A written promise. I would like to take Casey's comment. Thank you, Casey, for liking us on Facebook, and apply this to the same justice system that told this guy who was released to show up with a written promise. The justice system sucks. Now, considering George Floyd died 5 years and 4 months ago, approximately, maybe a little less, and she died a few days ago, give it time, there will be more stories. Yeah. Now, as to why there are so many stories about him and none about her on the associate, well, there should be now, once there's time, because good reporting takes time.
Okay, and here's the hole in your logic. I did that today. This happened on August 22nd.
Oh.
I'm right here looking. Occurred on August 22nd, 2025.
That's
now,
almost 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah. And why, like, again, oh God, again, if this had been, you know, a blatant attack on I'm just gonna say a person of ethnicity by a white person, this would be all over the news. What, like, there's no, and like, I hadn't even heard of this. I saw it on Facebook on a meme. That's how I learned about it. Nobody can sit here and say that's pretty fucked up. Like, the fact that it took me to see this on a meme to even learn that this young refugee had been stabbed to death on a train is insane. And
one of the reasons that you're getting that kind of news in a meme is because we are in Canada, for those of you who are watching outside of Canada. And I think it was 3 years ago or so that the rule was implemented that Canadian or news in general cannot be shared in Canada on Facebook. So that's why people have to resort to screenshots and, in Nick's case, memes.
So it shows the young lady on August 22nd getting on the train, just sitting in front of the guy, one seat in front of him. No idea. 4 minutes later, he pulled a pocket knife from his hoodie and stabbed her 3 times, including once in the neck.
Was there any interaction between the two of them? Wow.
Nothing. It's saying nothing. Nothing. I'm reading it right now. There's nothing. Yeah. So he's 34 years old, who was fair jumping at the time of the killing, had been previously arrested for multiple times for convicted of robbery with a dangerous weapon, breaking, entry, larceny, and it charged with assault and misuse of the 911 system. Now, as I'm just reading, I just want to bring this up again, because this goes to what we've talked about on this show many a moons and many times. Sorry. Now that, again, tell me there's not, I got to do some more reading here. I can't find this guy's name anywhere. Looking right now. I'm going to look right now. Let me see. Let's see if I go. Maybe that was just the website I was on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Popped up right away. Okay. DeClaros Brown Jr. Yep. So, yeah, we talk about her all the time to check your sources, don't spread false information. And to me, like, that means the meme actually isn't spreading false information, is actually spreading the truth, that they're not reporting on the murder of this lady. And I realize 100% people get murdered all the time, every day. But with the brutality and the randomness of this, just a random attack on a train, non-provoked, just an attack, and no one's reporting on that. All right. So that's my piece on that. They actually did some homework.
And yes, Ryan has a good point. We need people in the center. We don't need right or left leaning or wing. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and like, see, and this is the case to me, and again, this is my opinion. You were caught on camera because they cut the video. You don't get to see the actual, which we shouldn't. 100%, we should not see it, right? But I believe that this guy should be killed. He should just, okay, you're done. We have video of you stabbing a woman. You killed her. Okay, we're done here. Okay, we're done. No, I got to see if I can find some information out about this guy, but yeah.
And you did go through briefly what else he had been charged with and why the police knew of this person. But after 15 times, I mean, come on.
Okay, so he was out on a cashless bond despite years of violence and mental illness issues. Cashless. Like, okay, I'll show, and for anyone, if they were to see this and be like, you're being blah. I don't know if I bring it up here. Yeah, well, just because this is the image that I'm finding. That's her on her phone sitting in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
As he's getting ready to butcher this poor young girl. And yeah, butcher. He's going to murder her. So if anyone were to ever see this, would be like, what you said was offensive. Nah. A woman just sat in front of him on a look at, no one even knew it was coming. But you notice how he didn't get the bigger people. He went after the little skinny girl, eh?
Yeah, who wasn't paying attention.
Yeah. Pretty brave guy. He's been arrested at least 14 times for crimes ranging from assault to firearms possession to felony robbery and larceny dating back to 2007. But of course, his mom's now on TV saying he's a schizophrenic and should never be allowed to roam the streets. So she's washing her hands of him. So.
Reopen the mental institutions, please.
Yeah.
Population, that guy.
Yep. Yeah, well, we definitely need some like place where people can get help. And prison is not prison is not that place. We need people to be able to get the proper mental assistance that they need.
Yeah, prison is for things like wanton random butt rape. I mean, things that help to rehabilitate our youth and our troubled criminals. Yeah. Just day after day, enlarging of the butthole, and then eventually you learn not to yell at the police.
Like Chris Rock said, we need to toss salad man. You know what you gotta do? No, I don't want to toss the salad. I'm gonna learn to read. We need to toss salad man. But yeah, but the thing is, even if he has mental health issues, when you've been arrested 15 times for violence and robbery, you should be at least in jail until all your charges are clear. Like at minimum, you should be in jail. But I digress. We're spinning wheels now. So,
hello, Corey. How are you?
Corey.
How's the high seas?
matey, get me timmers and shimmer me bimmers and whatever the hell you guys say out there.
Do you still reek of fish?
Huh, that wasn't the ocean that did that.
Oh. If they ain't taking their meds, meds help. Yeah. But sometimes, depending on the meds, they might hurt. Dealing with forest fires.
That's, I guess, right?
You've been to the ocean, Corey. It's not far away. Bring a bucket with you next time. Yeah, little salt water on them fires ought to do it. Says a person who's never fought a forest fire. 11,000, that's it. The garbage man spills more bodily fluids than that.
I do pee a lot. If we're just talking about urination, yeah, pretty much.
Now, Ryan says, reopen the firing squads. In this day and age, we have more guns than just rifles. So I propose 50 cals and AA-12 automatic shotguns. And let's get those firing squads reinstituted, please. Because I think that would deter a whole lot of people if that was the arsenal of the firing squad.
No, I think low caliber bullets are gonna hurt more, and you're gonna oh, it needs to be It needs to be humane. Well, was it humane when you just stabbed the shit out of that girl on the train? Not so much. So let's just,
Yeah, completely unprovoked. At the very least, had she glanced in his direction and uttered a word, not even English, just uttered a word, then maybe the charges would be downgraded from first-degree murder to perhaps manslaughter. Now, I'm thinking like an American lawyer right now. Hey, look, fire.
So this is what Corey's dealing with right now.
Did he take that picture?
Yeah, he sent them to me.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Corey.
Now we're back to the foosball. That's foosball. Now the NFL is going to kill us. Now, hold on a second. Timeout.
Whoa.
Yeah, timeout. Throw a flag on the field here on you. I don't care what word you call somebody. It doesn't deserve anyone to be stabbed. I don't care what the word is. I don't care. You want to punch someone in the face or in the mouth for saying that? Okay, cool. Like, I get it. If she, used a certain word, I'd be like, all right. You get punched in the mouth. Fair enough. But stab someone? Nah. So I'm talking about stab. We're talking about stabbing with a knife, not butt stuff, Casey. Good Lord. Give your head a shake.
I think in the hypothetical situation where the refugee and condolences to her family, because she didn't deserve that. If in this hypothetical situation where she glanced in the guy's direction and said the words butt stuff, maybe let's follow Casey's logic here. If she said butt stuff to him, does that justify, at the very least, the brandishing of the knife? Because he did not consent to hearing the words butt stuff. That was a question. Thank you, Sarah, for liking us on Facebook.
Thanks, mate. No, because he should have been like, yo, baby girl, I'll show you butt stuff. Yeah.
And then she would have said no, and then he would have stabbed her. So in all these different alternative parallel universes, she'd be dead.
I feel like we're getting back to stabbing here.
Yeah. But even though it is America, because it is America, at least he didn't use a gun, right?
Oh, goodness. Maybe it's a good thing Tex isn't here right now. See? Now we need to outlaw the guns or the knives.
No, we need more guns. We need refugees with guns so they can protect themselves on public transit.
Yeah. So, anyways, there we are. That's enough for the garbage man's opening salvo, I guess. But your turn now.
Great. So, once my computer catches up with me, I would like to lighten the mood momentarily, because I think I was listening to the radio. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was listening to the radio randomly last week, and I heard this old song that's almost 30 years old now. It's getting scary. Nick, almost hockey season. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Pretty excited. Football started, so that's exciting. My team's playing right now.
So Frank's going to show up in the chat at some point and start spewing football statistics, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. So I heard this song, and I thought to myself while listening to these very strange lyrics, I wonder if those words are on a t-shirt. And lo and behold, get crazy with the cheese whiz are words on a t-shirt. Soy un perdedor. I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me?
It's one of my
Get crazy
favorite
with
lyrics.
the cheese whiz.
Yeah, get crazy with the cheese whiz.
This is on sale right now, designed by Silverhorn Designs. This is on Etsy.com. In Canada, this is $21.64 plus. I'm assuming that's plus at least 12% tax because 5% GST, 7% PST because goods and services. There are probably delivery charges as well. And I think Silverhorn Designs is out of Canada. So yes, go there now and get yourself a shirt that says "Get Crazy with the Cheese Whiz." This free advertisement has been brought to you by Alex and the Garbage Man. Thank you very much to Ryan for liking us on Facebook. We got 5 now. This is great. Thank you.
Because in the time of chimpanzees, I was a monkey.
Butane in my veins.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hockey is so Canada. You're right, Casey. Just like sodomy and gun violence is so American. Yes, we know. We get it. Yeah, fuck the Bruins. 100%.
Hockey sucks. Hockey is so Canada. I watched Yoga Hosers today. Have you seen that movie?
I have not. No.
It's kind of a dumb Kevin Smith movie. It was all right.
Is that the one with Johnny Depp's
yeah, Johnny Depp as
daughter?
Guy Lapointe.
Yeah, it wasn't his daughter in it. His daughter and Kevin Smith's daughter.
Yeah, Lily Rose Depp and Harley Quinn Smith were the leads in it. Yeah. Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't a great movie, but it's an okay way to kill an hour 27, including credits, if you're into that kind of thing. Speaking of killing time, and this one is for our American friends, because I watched this for the first time over the weekend, and yes, I will share that screen momentarily. And no, I had not seen this movie until this past Sunday. People are going to hate me for it. Notice no text. I'm sure he's around.
He's skulking. My boy's skulking.
Took care of him permanently. Is that why you were alluding to the words butt stuff earlier? Did you pound him in the pooper to death?
And they called it butt sex. Casey and Tex, butt sex. Sodomy.
Hola.
Hola, 5-5.
¿Cómo está? Gracias por estar aquí. Encantado de verte de nuevo. Todo lo mejor para ti, tu familia. I said that wrong. Todo lo mejor para ti, tu familia. Gracias. Bolo. Hola.
Right.
Hola, hola. So, for our American friends and our foreign friends in general, and before I get to it, thank you, Alma, for loving us on Facebook. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Kat.
Thank you so much. And again, I did not see this until Sunday for the first time, so yes, I apologize, but now I am fully Canadian. Strange Brew is streaming right now for free on YouTube. If you go to Free Movies for You, or if you just type into the YouTube search engine, Strange Brew 1983, here it is in all its glory. I think it's in 1080. Oh, it's in 360. Oh, well, the quality that I saw it in was pretty good. I think there's another copy out there somewhere else, but I'm going to pimp Free Movies for You, that channel right now. Now you'll notice not only do we have the great Bob and Doug McKenzie here, but on the right we have an evil Max von Sydow. Mm-hmm. How in the world did they get great Swedish actor Max von Sydow into a movie like this? And he played it straight, and it was brilliant and beautiful.
Right? Now, I will be the one to say I haven't seen this movie probably since close to the time it came, because my dad was always into this shit. So I know I've seen it a few times, but I'd have to, I mean, I remember bits and pieces of it, but I'm shocked that you never watched this. That's actually kind of blasphemous, to be honest.
It is, but I am no longer blasphemous. Well, in that way. In other ways, absolutely.
100%.
We need our intros. You know what? You are probably right. We all need those intros. And for those of you who have never watched us before, and I don't think that's anyone, because how in the world do you stumble across a show like this and watch for more than 5 seconds? I don't know. But For our friends who watch us almost religiously, we have intros for them. And we will start with, we're going to go in order. So I would like to say hello to Casey.
Have you seen my wiener?
Ow!
Also, hello to Ryan.
You gonna squeal like a pig, boy.
And to Bolo E. Wrong.
Right.
At the yes, that's right. Yes.
Yes, it was. Yep, in PG. 100% it was. All right, I think we might have done this one before, but I always like this stuff. I wish Frankie was here. And I'm sure the ghost of Tex is around here somewhere. Ranking the 25 greatest horror villains of all time. Now, have we done this?
No, we haven't, but I can hear Tex now because he said it more than once on the Harsh Truth streams that Silence of the Lambs is not strictly speaking a horror. It is more of a thriller film.
I 100% agree.
Okay.
But I'm going to say the greatest villains of all time, no matter what the movies, are Jenny from Forrest Gump and the grandpa from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Interchangeable. You choose. Pick a poison on that one. So, all right. Yeah, I agree, though. Hannibal Lecter, that's not a horror movie. Thriller, 100%. Horror, no. All right. Candyman. I think this is going to be very subjective, and this is going to be like that, the list of like greatest guitar, like who's going to be number one. I think this shouldn't be like a top, like this is like the top. Like I don't even think it said ranking, I guess. Okay, so I guess this would be the lower, I guess, maybe.
This would be the last, the number 25 out of 1. Yeah.
So Candyman, love the Candyman. The first one was
Great.
awesome.
Yep.
Count Orlok. Original Dracula. Well, creepy looking, that's for sure. Can you imagine what people would have thought the first time they seen this shit?
Ooh, back in 1922. Yeah,
Would have
some
blown
of
their
them.
minds.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, would have. Like, that's like nightmarish shit, right?
Yeah.
The Invisible Man. Oh, I do like the throwback stuff. That is pretty awesome that they're throwing it back that far.
And this is a great movie for its time. The effects are really good.
Yes, for 1933, they're amazing.
Yep.
Patrick Bateman. Yeah, that's a black comedy horror. Like I like how they described that as a black comedy horror film. 100%.
And it is quite over the top, so it kind of fits that strange turn of the century where things were kind of crazy for a bit. This hype around Y2K, and that turned out to be bunk. So let's just keep the goofy train rolling with American Psycho.
100%. Yep. Carrie. Now, come on, Frankie. I'm trying to use my juju to bring him here. Like, I don't think Carrie's a horror movie villain. I don't think she's a villain. She was the victim in all this who finally, I says an unfortunate villain. But I don't think she's a villain.
No. Well, she did take it a little bit too far. Yeah, she got bullied. You watched the film. She definitely got bullied, and she was not deserving of it. But does that really mean that she can just wantonly and totally kill all of her classmates? That's like sitting behind someone on the train and they don't say anything to you and you stab them. That's going a little bit over the top, I think.
Yeah, but a horror, like, and okay, in the realm of film, I don't think she's on the top 25. I'm sorry, I don't.
The one great thing about this movie is that Piper Laurie, old school actress, she keeps saying, they're all going to laugh at you. And then Adam Sandler parodies that in one of his comedy albums. They're all going to laugh at you.
Now, I will say, the end of that, I don't know how long the killing spree is, but that is definitely the quintessential fuck around and find out. No. The Mummy. Okay, I think they're kind of reaching now. timeless horror films go. He's up there, but I mean, gosh, you're looking at horror. Like, I mean, we'll have to see what the rest of the list is, but we'll see who's missing, and then I guess that could be more of the discussion who's missing. Okay, Jigsaw. See, and now this is where I kind of get it. Yeah, this guy's evil. Shit.
Yeah.
Right? So
but I like his brand of evil because his motivation is that the people he chooses for their death, let's say, they are people who are not free from guilt. They have done so much bad shit and they keep doing it and they don't care. That's why they are chosen. So I identify with that. Yeah, he's taken it too far by killing them. However, you get enough piles of garbage in the world, eventually you're going to have to pick up a shovel. You know what I'm saying, bro?
hey, not trying to at the end of Saw 3, or was it 4? Did Mark Wahlberg get his head crushed between two things?
It was Donnie Wahlberg, and I think that was 4.
4K, and it was Donnie. Okay. That was the last one I watched. I was like, all right, I've had enough. Ghostface. Now, again, Ghostface is a hard one because there's so many different killers of it. I think you got to be, if you're going to be on an iconic horror movie, it has to be like one person. It can't be different. Like Jason, Michael's, Freddy's Freddy, like Junior's Junior, right? You know what I mean? Like it's got to be the same killer.
Yeah, and the purpose of the killer. Revenge is a well-worn tale, and Ghostface being the killer, they did it, well, the first one, because why did Stu and the other guy do the killing?
Okay, Billy did it because his mom left. Billy's mom left his dad because they caught Sid's mom fucking Billy's dad. So she broke up Billy's family. And it does say at the beginning of this one is a bit of a stretch, as no single character was ever behind the Ghostface killer. But there's still so many different killers that could be in there that would probably be a better fit than the Ghostface killer.
Yeah, and usually when we're talking about a killer, we're talking about one. Ghostface being in the Scream franchise, this is multiple people who all have their own reasons. So it's not one person, one reason. It's not like Jason Voorhees who's getting revenge for his beheaded mother. It's a myriad of reasons with regards to Ghostface. So I don't know that this one belongs here.
And as for Stu, peer pressure's a bitch.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
Was it peer pressure's a bitch or peer pressure's a motherfucker? I think it's peer pressure's a bitch. Because he asks why, Stu, and he says, because peer pressure's a bitch or something, he says, doesn't he?
I think that was an excuse because Stu was probably just itching to kill people throughout high school, and this was his excuse.
Yeah, that 100%. Yeah. So next, Phantom of the Opera. It's an interesting Lon Chaney. I don't know. Again, in a list and the amount of evil characters of which we have now in our movie French society, gosh, I wouldn't even thought of the Phantom of the Opera, to be honest.
You do enough musical theater, you'll want to kill people too.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But she, okay, it does say Pazuzu Regan, not, the character Regan McNeil, because she wasn't, but still, I mean, it is pretty evil, but it's fucking Satan's in her. I hope so.
Well, Pazuzu is a demon. It's not exactly Satan.
You know what I'm saying, though, right? Like,
I do. What do you think?
What do you think about this? What do you think about her in this
one? Did they actually in the movie kill anyone? They're pretty evil. They're pretty diabolical. That's for sure. But on the level of malevolence and murder, Ghostface definitely had more bodies piled up. So
okay, so no, I'll say no. It's too much thinking there, honestly. Jack Torrance.
He killed one person, that's for sure.
Yeah, and again, gosh, like an iconic character, an iconic movie, a guy who was driven mad from ISIL cabin fever and alcoholism. God, is he one of the greatest? Gosh, I wish the guys were here to chime in. I disagree with that.
Yeah, the performance was great. The buildup was great. The movie overall was great. But as for Jack Torrance being one of the greatest movie villains, that's a bit of a stretch. He slowly went crazy over time. That could happen to any one of us. It's not going to make us great movie villains.
True. Damien.
In the book, he does, yeah.
Yes, in the book, yeah. Again, but Damien possesses the devil. And yeah, some pretty wicked shit. So I guess, yeah, I could put him up there. I put him on there. I mean, definitely after taking a couple people off this list, most definitely, like without a doubt.
Sure. I haven't seen the movie in a while.
Well, I haven't either. I watched Elon Roth's history of horror, and they talked about like all the weird shit that happened in this movie and the kills and stuff. So I kind of had a refresher that way. So Norman Bates.
Ooh, this is a good one.
One of my favorite movies. Actually, the first three are pretty solid. The fourth one was kind of meh, but the first two are awesome. Because yeah, like it is. That second one has a good twist in it, and I think we actually talked about this on the show. How like for a sequel, you really need to go watch Psycho 2. Because it really does have you guessing like, holy crap. And let's not talk about that horrible 1998 remake with Vince Vaughn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Never again mention that.
No. Your thoughts on Mr. Bates?
Crazy, great performance. He killed more than one person, which is awesome for a villain. A villain needs a body count.
At least a few. Yeah.
Yeah, and they should have an interesting way about them. Bates definitely does. While being able to hold a conversation with someone, he's also prone to split personality at almost any moment, or at the very least having triggers. That back in 1960 was something the general public did not have a whole lot of knowledge about. So very, very clever how that was presented. Yeah, one of the all-time greats, Norman Bates as a cinematic villain. Yes.
So, and if you want to look at well, we won't include 2, but like I'm trying to think. Like off the top of my head, you can give him at least, I'd say, Shower Girl. In the case of spoiler alert, Shower Girl, like Inspector, his mom. If you go through all 4 movies, her boyfriend. So there's 4 right there without doing the other 2. So yeah, solid entry. I completely agree. The Wolfman. I really liked Lon Chaney's Wolfman, and the special effects for 41 were pretty awesome. And
they were sorry.
No, go
just
ahead.
To jump in with regards to how that was done, it was dissolving to the next part of his transition, like with regards to how they edited it. So they'll shoot just the bare skin, and then they dissolve to the next shot, which is a bit more hair, and then they go from there, which at the time was not unheard of, but it was a great way to get the point across of how he was changing. Excellent. And lycanthropy is, again, not something that was very well known at the time. So props to bringing that to the screen. And thank you very much to Kim for liking us on Facebook.
So yeah, he spent 5 to 6 hours in the makeup chair each time he suited up as Wolfman. So I'm guessing that they put a little makeup on film, right? Like, talk about a tedious procedure.
Yep.
Jaws. Now, really, is he a villain, or is he just a fish looking to get some food?
Yeah,
Really?
he's just a hungry boy who just
Yeah.
happened to wander away.
Yeah. The greatest movie of all time. Is Bruce a villain?
Well, let's see. Sharks are territorial,
Yes.
so it could be said that they wandered into his beach area, but he's not from that beach area originally. So he is a villain because he went away from his home. He went to some other place and he decided, oh, this is my place now because I'm a shark and I'm in the water. Do, 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 do. No, he's an idiot.
According to your father, yes, Bruce is a villain. The timing could not have been more perfect. Thank you, Bruce, for your impeccable timing.
You know what that deserves, ladies and gentlemen. For that impeccable timing, that deserves...
That was spot on, Bruce. Spot on.
Excellent.
All right. Let's go on. Pennywise, yes. I'm okay with him 100% being evil. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
one of probably the best killer clown out there. And yes, I am thinking of killer clowns from outer space, and Pennywise beats them all.
oh, without a doubt. And just the evil in which the clown is, even including the suit, like just the story around the creation of Pennywise. So yeah, without a doubt. Hannibal Lecter, we will go by that one. We've already discussed that. Leatherface, 100%. There's my boy right there. God, he's beautiful.
Is he a villain or is he just misunderstood? Does he just not like random people wandering onto his property? What's going on with this guy where he has to carry around a chainsaw and chop up people? That's what I want to know. I wish he could speak so we could understand him better.
So we can learn the real Junior behind Bubba. No, okay. But yes, Leatherface is awesome. Love him.
Yep. Ooh.
All right. Now he's 100% of a villain.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking awesome. But at the end of the day, you're summoning him yourself. So whatever you do, you deserve to be whatever the Cenobites decide to do to you.
Yes and no. I mean, when you've got the lament configuration in your hands, the box, you open the box, we came. It's not like there's some form you have to fill out with pictures on it that says, if you open the box, this guy is going to show up and he's going to fuck you up with chains. If that were the case, I would not sign the form. I would put the box away and I would go get a job at 7-Eleven and just live a quiet existence.
100%. But yes, Pinhead is definitely, along with, honestly, with the rest of the Cenobites, villains. 100%. Great ones at that. Chucky. Play
it. Now, is Chucky the villain or is Brad Dourif the villain?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, all right.
You're taking forever.
The original.
Verga, perro. Híjole a la verga, con su puta madre, la verga. La verga, vergazo.
Oh, it's funny every time. It's funny every time.
Yeah.
So,
for that alone, yes, he's a villain.
All right. Well, duh. No. Go ahead. You go first. Because you had the big thought. You go ahead.
The motivation behind why Michael Myers feels the need to kill people, not just with a butcher knife, but in general. Why? Because he went to a mental institution, because his sister bullied him, because his parents didn't love him enough. Oh, why? Why, bro? Why?
But he's still an iconic villain, 100%.
He's iconic, yeah, but
Is he
the
a villain
reasons
though?
why is he one of the best villains in amongst the top 25? Just because he kills people? Why does he kill people? Is it because he wants to keep the population of Haddonfield, Illinois down to the bare minimum so that when he does get a driver's license, he doesn't have to wait all that long in traffic? If that were the case, that'd be a good enough reason for me.
So a little blurry, but I mean, I think he's on there. But next, 100% Freddy's on there.
Now,
Revenge is a hell of a motivator.
now remember why
Yeah,
Freddy became Freddy.
because he molested children and they lit him on fire.
Yeah, so for the original guy before he became Freddy, definitely a villain. In my case, fucked around and found out, got what he deserved, but decided, oh, I did wrong, yet you did me wrong. Now I'm going to get revenge. Well, that makes no sense to me. His motivation to me is not of the pure villainous type. He's getting revenge simply because he can't take his own punishment.
Fair enough. Jason Voorhees.
Oh, a boy's best friend is his mother.
They killed his mom, bro.
Yeah,
is he really? Is he really? A bad guy for wanting to get revenge for his mom.
See, this is a revenge tale I can get behind.
Yes, me too. And really, it's a love story between a mother and a son.
Now the thing is, in part 2, and spoilers for anyone who has not seen it, the person who killed his mother is the first victim at the beginning of part 2. So one would think, well, I guess that was a short movie, but no, apparently everyone else who has ever set foot in Crystal Lake also killed his mother. I mean, what was that? That 1974 Agatha Christie movie on the train. God damn it, I can't remember. I think Ryan knows. Sean Connery was in the movie, and so was Albert Finney, and a whole other host of famous people.
They're trying to find out who was the murderer, but they're all the murderers because they were all on the train.
Yeah, so they all had the.
Why do I want to say Oriental Express? That's not what it is.
Yeah, Murder on the Orient Express.
Okay, yes.
Thank you, Dad. So
thanks, Chris.
In Jason's mind, apparently it was the case that everyone he encounters at Crystal Lake, they were all given the machete and they all chopped off his mom's head, one after the other in a seemingly never-ending line, which shows his brain is way past waterlogged.
Boom.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster.
Yes, not Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster. Yeah.
Now, is he the bad guy? Or is the one that made the creature the bad guy?
Ah, great question.
Because the creature was dumb as fuck. And he was made like from parts of other people. So you figure the evil genius that made this thing come back to life would definitely be the evil person. No?
Because it was an experiment, the scientist, Dr. Frankenstein, did not know that this was going to happen, the events that unfolded during the film. And because he was a smart person, hence a scientist, the majority burden falls upon him. At least 75% of whatever terrible shit that transpired in the movie is his fault, 25% being the monster. So the monster, not per se the villain, because of mental illness, let's say.
Okay, that's a fucking stretch. All right. And Frankenstein. The last one is Dracula.
Ooh, nice.
Now, it depends. Again, you're talking about revenge. Right? Because remember in the original Bram Stoker, the movie, he renounced God because they sent a letter saying that he had died. So can't remember which one flung herself off. It was Mina or whatever, flung herself out of the building, killed herself, and that's when he renounced God, right? So this is again another revenge story. So is he? I mean, he's evil because he keeps killing people because he has to feed to survive. But yeah, greatest villain, I disagree.
Oh, Frank Frankenstein. Okay. Yeah, I
Mhm.
get it, Dad. Thanks.
Yeah. And really, when I see Dracula now, I think of Leslie Nielsen as Dracula Dead and loving it. So
Yeah.
and so I will say the biggest miss here to me is Art the Clown should be number one.
Now there's a villain.
Because there's no rhyme or reason to what he does. He just killing people. And in horrific ways. So really, like, he should have been number one, Art the Clown.
Yeah, at the very least, he should have been on the list.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, kind of a lack of motivation, or at least knowledge of motivation. But evil guy, definitely a villain, should have been there.
Mhm.
Whoever wrote that list, shame on you.
Shame on you. So,
Yeah.
all right. I have manipulated. It is now your turn.
Okay, well, if Casey's still here, let's pimp Casey's channel momentarily. Those of you who have to go to the bathroom, this is the perfect time for it. And so, our friend Casey, also known as the Costco of video game reviews, let's see what he has done recently. WWF, no, that's upcoming. That is happening tomorrow, I think. Super Bowling for the Nintendo Super Famicom. He did at least 2 final. I've never played the Super Famicom. I've heard of it, but it is not a familiar system to me.
No Mercy is the greatest wrestling game ever.
Oh, nice.
100%.
So you might be tuning in for that.
I'll definitely watch it after. It is my favorite wrestling game. It was the first time you could actually take a wrestling game and really do the customization to wrestlers. And it was gamed. We used to play the shit out of that in the old house on Selwyn. And we made characters of certain people and made them very flamboyant. And it was awesome. And NFL Blitz is one of my favorite football games ever. If you haven't got a chance ever to play it, Casey, Blitz for the PlayStation 2 was awesome. Blitz the League. It was pretty awesome.
And Casey had quite a few Fortnite streams. I think Frank was saying last week or the week before that he popped in Giggity to have a session with Casey regarding Fortnite. I'm not sure if it's any of these streams, but if anyone would like to tune in to find out, feel free.
I feel like it was not last week. It was the week. It was like the weekend before, because that's when Frank said he showed up on the stream because I was making fun of them for playing it.
Returned to its former glory. The Harsh Truth, 849 subscribers at the top of the search engine when I type in The Harsh Truth. And what have they got going on? Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yes, this is great.
Tango and Cash. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I remember I quite enjoyed it back in the day. Yep.
Excellent. And the Toxic Avenger retro review, this one was pretty good. I have not seen the new one yet, but Tex, I do pay attention to what he says, and I take him at his word that when he says this was ass, it was ass. But my girlfriend wants to see it, so I'm going to watch it anyway. Yeah.
I could say I actually have no interest in seeing the new, especially after what all the boys said. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I definitely will not be wasting my time.
Now, this one was interesting, reacting to online movie lists. Because, yeah, I gave Frank that little intro for Casey. Not only did Frank have Tex as his co-host, but he also had Casey and the Rose Gaming on for this stream. And there was something interesting said during this stream. And in a moment, I will play that. Now, hopefully it does not cut off the beginning of this video. So there is a question asked, and I attached 3 responses. And if the beginning of the clip does not play, let me know and I'll start it over again. So cross your fingers. Hopefully this will play all the way through.
What's wrong with little bestiality?
My
Start
first
over.
thought would be,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And the beginning.
What's wrong with little bestiality?
my first thought would be a lot.
Anyway, how is your sex life?
Bravo. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very evil.
Very nice. You like?
I like. Yeah, that was good shit. Well, pretty good shit there, pal. Yeah, that was good. All right. Let me see. And then I gotta go down. And then I gotta go here. I got an itchy nose. And then wait. I'm trying to find my video. I usually have it ready. There it is. There it is. All right. Okay. All right. It is time for Cohen's future stepmom. So, we've all been in a vehicle before, and we've been singing, and we're into it. Now, I'm not going to play any of this song because we don't want to get any trademark issues. So, all I will say is this girl is getting into it, singing "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time." And I kind of trying to find the exact moment when you can play the doodly-doo, because, yeah, the face is amazing. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, so she's singing. There it is. And we're done. So, now, I don't want to hear anything about it being Britney Spears or nothing, because Britney's the bitch. She's queen bitch. But maybe you should just turn your phone off when you're not, because yeah, that look on her face and oh geez. And here we go. And yep. And as you can see, she turned the right way. She turned into the skid, but she was obviously going way too fucking fast. Let's see, because she learns it this way, right? And then, yeah, she turned into the skid, but she didn't try to correct it in time and it went around. So yeah, why don't you just leave the karaoke into when you're at home in the basement or in the shower or just, not being stupid. And that's what happens. Can we say it one more time? Want to say it one more time? One more time. There it is. Fuck around. You're going to find out. Right? Just
Damn kids.
turn your fucking phone off. Turn your fucking phone off while you're driving.
That too. Probably shouldn't be recording while driving. Although in this case, I'm glad she was, because not only did she end up as cannon fodder for our show, but that clip can be played in high schools all over not only the country but the world, with the addendum.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's do a take 2 on that one. If you could deliver your line one more time. Go ahead.
Which line was that?
Fuck around and find out.
Oh, fuck around and find out. Then we need to do that better. And then we'll definitely fix that in post.
I'll do it in post. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Casey does focus on the road. He has posted proof of this. Yes. Yeah.
But you really shouldn't even be talking on like a video running, because it is still a distraction.
Okay.
Wow. Interesting. But it's I will say this, and Alex is fortunate enough that he doesn't have a smartphone. He never got sucked into that realm. But I will say in the last 2 weekends, I've had one day where I didn't have my Apple Watch on or my phone. You want to talk about amazing days? Nothing. There was nothing.
It's like being back in the 90s, man.
It was playing baseball and getting drunk. Well, getting drunk both weekends. Baseball one weekend. So, yeah. So, all right, my friend, it's all you.
Picture time. So how old are you? This old. When she says, I'm really into older guys, you say, would you like a Werther's original? Oh, yeah. I'm that old.
Hey, man, I like me some Werther's. They're delicious.
And even though she's not here, all the best to Ginger, because at one point in time, Glasgow was once Europe's murder capital. So Scotland created a task force that treated crime as a symptom of poverty and trauma. They offered jobs and support instead of just punishment, and murder rates dropped by half. Treat people like people, you'll be amazed what happens. I like to think that after those wonderful few red days, Ginger was feeling much better, and that's why the murder capital was no longer. But that's just wishful thinking. It doesn't really treat you like a dirty old man.
Well, fair enough.
Does that mean you get seniors discounts? Wherever you go?
Wherever he goes. Right.
Now, it's a shame that Tex isn't here. I should have shown this to Tex when he was co-hosting with me a few episodes ago. This guy. This is the type of guy that would measure the foot-long sub. Not only does he have a mask on, he's got, if I take the banner away, no, he doesn't have an ankle gun, but he's got, I think, 4 guns. Yeah. He's got everything on the utility belt.
He's ready
he
to
wants
go.
his money's worth.
Are we sure that's not Tex?
I am sure that is not Tex, yes.
Okay. Well, just figured, kind of looks like him, maybe. That's a lot of guns, so.
Tex would have, at the very least, a mini chainsaw with him.
Oh. And he'd also have a furry tail sticking out his butthole.
Oh my God.
Hey, if he ain't here to defend himself, I'm going to say he has a furry tail sticking out his butthole. Right out his butthole.
And Spaceballs the bus.
Love it.
Hopefully coming to a traffic stop near you one day.
Love it.
And hopefully Mel Brooks makes it to 100. That's going to be next June, I think. So keep your fingers crossed for good old Mel Brooks.
Here's hoping.
And yes, Dracula Dead and Loving It from 1996 was his last directed feature film.
Really? Wow. It's true.
Yep. Happened to me.
I don't think Mountain View had one. It happened to me too. So I don't think Mac 1 had annexes, but the high school did. Morphe did.
Now, what can we learn from the bad luck of other people? For example, when you're on the side of a highway, be on the lookout for runaway tires.
Oh my God, babe, are you okay?
Now, how did that happen? You may be asking yourself. I love this camera, by the way. And
holy
fire.
shit!
Boom! Down for the count. Boom! Just knocks her the fuck down.
Oh, I hope she was okay. Okay, fuck.
Oh my God, babe, are you okay?
Wow. Wow.
So wherever you are, and I've seen many an instance of runaway tires going into gas station areas. So
Yeah.
keep your eyes open wherever you are near the road. There could be a tire in your face in the near future.
Speaking of tire in your face, how about some Mario Kart 64, baby? Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
We had some good times playing that game, dude. A lot of fun. Yeah. Great memories. Though we didn't have the Surge. We had Crystal Pepsi, but no Surge.
Yeah, I remember the Turner boys, myself, Dave Frey, and I think Brad. Every once in a while, we'd get subs from Subway and we'd have a big old Mario party. Oh my God. You can't hear a picture. Yes, I can.
I can, yeah. I like the. Here's a good analogy. I like this one. Jennifer Tilly was Roll Tide back in the day.
Oh, yes.
Yes, she was.
Yeah, you check out Jennifer Tilly in any Chucky movie that she was in, or Bound.
Just go to Bound. Just go to Bound.
Yeah, her and Gina Gershon. Oh, my God. That was the Wachowskis' first directed film.
Was it? Man.
Great movie, too. Really good. Yeah, and you could tell just by watching that movie why The Matrix looked the way it did. They had a certain style at that point. And downgrading from the Wachowskis, VCR of Death. Speaking of which, I am very much looking forward to seeing both Texas and Frank's movies when they finally make them. Just on a side note.
Pretty sure it'll look like this. I think most of us in the chat are guilty of this.
Oh my God.
Not even giving a fuck.
I was not privy to LimeWire. I stuck with Napster, and then once that went down, I went straight to WinMX. If you ever used that program.
No.
That was another file sharing program. I used that for years. Then I eventually went to DC++, stuck with that for a little while, and then pretty much everything can be found on the internet now. Oh,
Never
yeah.
a truer statement. Never a truer her or Kelly Kapowski. Never a truer statement. Yeah, or you're lying. 100%.
Ooh, have you heard of this new thing that the police are using called the grappler?
No.
Here is the Eagan, Minnesota Police Department using what is known as a grappler for the first time. They're using it on a U-Haul trailer.
Oh, yes. I did.
So what happens is they have to bump into the back of it in order to get it latched on underneath.
Fish on. Grappler westbound auto from Shepherd.
That guy got out like, oh, shit.
Yeah. That is so cool. I'm glad that they're using this at this point.
That was so awesome.
Right about there. Now, you saw the pull on that.
Yeah.
So the vehicle that was deploying the grappler, that's probably a Suburban, because you can't do that in a regular car.
100%. That's not a car. That's definitely like a Yukon or a Suburban or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets it tacked on.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yes, I have seen this. Yep.
Good. Non-lethal. Good idea.
And this, I figured you'd get a kick out of this one. I think we've seen this one before.
That's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, hope you guys are still. I'm on a '90s thing, obviously. Remember to speak about the dangers of caffeine.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Speaking of caffeine,
Yes.
those of us who are getting on in our years, I found that if you have all your caffeine in the morning, none in the afternoon, and definitely none in the evening, I found that for myself, I will sleep through the night. I will not have to get up at any point for the bathroom.
Excellent.
Yeah. So caffeine hit first thing in the morning for me, and then I'm good for the rest of the day. I'm so excited.
Okay, I gotta look something up before I say anything about this. Because this is one of those stories you hope is true, but I gotta make sure. Okay, so this is true. I actually looked it up. I wanted to make sure just before I shared it, because it's one of those things. I know we got one of these that wasn't true. After a 5-year-old girl, blind girl, wrote Mr. Rogers a letter asking him to tell her when he fed the fish so she doesn't worry about them going hungry, he began narrating the feeding of his goldfish in every episode. And it is true. I looked it up. Yes, he did that. Yes, in each episode, this practice after a letter was received from a young blind girl named Kate, who was concerned to make sure he didn't feed his fish. That is so awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you incorporate, as we have done, into the show and then just roll with it every time.
Yep, 100%.
That's why some people who are new to the show, they'll hear us say things and they'll be like, what does that mean? And then that becomes history and lore and just another reason to tune in every Monday.
Right? It's so true, right? Like Pee-wee did not fuck around.
He didn't, but he's making the assumption that the neighbor stole the bike. He didn't ask the question. He didn't do the research. He just made the assumption and then became the murdering gangster, or would-be murdering gangster.
So I must say, and I will yield the floor back to my friend in our show and our videos, my son knows exactly who this man is and where he fucking lives.
Oh my God. That was something that I heard yelled in the high school at random times after that show was aired.
That and I think the new generation one was yeah.
Yes.
Because you can be anywhere, and you can almost put it like in a more of a party atmosphere, but almost anywhere. If you go yeah, someone's going to go okay, like all the time, all the time.
Now, unfortunately, I'm going to put a damper on things. It's unfortunate that this is true. I wish that it wasn't. An impaired driver, another one, suspected in Coquihalla crash that killed 2 on Friday. Why? What is going through people's heads? Oh, I can drink or do drugs and then drive? That's okay. No, it isn't. There are enough instances now where it's not okay. So this was 9 p.m. last Friday. A vehicle driving the wrong way down the northbound lanes of the Coquihalla. Anyone who's driven on the Coquihalla Highway, those lanes are big, and I don't understand how you drive the wrong way, especially in the northbound lanes. Just south of Kamloops. Now, that's a nice drive. Going from Merritt continuing north up to Kamloops. That's a really nice drive, especially what?
Kid staring at me like a creeper. Do you mind? Sorry. I'm back.
Okay. What the fuck was that?
Fuck off.
You're the one making this a big deal.
Yeah.
How high are you right now?
That's not the point. They didn't know I was here until you screamed.
Snozzberries taste like snozzberries?
Fuck stronger.
What the fuck, Snog? Get out of here. Close the door. Anyways, we're talking about serious stuff right now.
So 2 women aged 36 and 27 were killed. 3 others were injured, including the suspect.
Oh, he didn't die? That's unfortunate.
Well, it is and it isn't, because now we get to grill this, we, collectively, societally.
The collective we, the royal we.
Yeah, we get to grill this guy and find out what made you think it was okay to drive impaired. Like, walk me through this like I'm 4 years old, please. And then he gets the firing squad with the 50 cals and the AA-12s.
No, he doesn't get the high guns. He gets like 22s that aren't going to kill him. So he can bleed out painfully. Because this is the thing is even as I lost a friendship for a few years over someone wanting to drive drunk, like back to Mackenzie. And because when I went somewhere, I don't care what his plan is. I don't care what his thing was. I don't care about any of that shit. Like, you're going somewhere, obviously. If you had to take the Coquihalla Highway, you were planning on traveling a good distance. More than likely, right? So you should have a set plan. Like, if you're going, like, if I were going to Lethbridge to go drink, to have 45, or about half an hour drive, 45, depending on how traffic is, I would either be staying at my friend's place there, because that's where I'd be partying, or my wife, who doesn't drink but is also friends with the same people, would be there and then drive my drunk ass home, stopping on McDonald's on the way home. Have a plan. There's no excuse. There's zero, minus 975,457 fucking excuses. That there's none. There's zero to drink and drive these days.
Exactly. Now, this was puzzling. He said the investigation will take months or perhaps even years to complete. I would love to know why. I would love to go step by step through that process as to why it's going to take months or years. Maybe, but if they're going to cover every single base so that their case is ironclad, great. I understand. Impaired driving is the leading cause of criminal death in BC. It's simply unacceptable to think that it's okay to drive while impaired by alcohol or drugs, said BC Highway Patrol Mike Coyle. I agree, Mike. Yeah. Why this is still happening in this day and age, I don't understand.
And it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Yeah, we should not be dealing with this anymore.
100% should not be.
But on a positive note, Burt Reynolds. I would like to think that he never did any impaired driving in his day. If I am wrong, I apologize, and I will cut him from the show. But if not, Burt Reynolds, for your momentary viewing pleasure.
Okay. I'm sure he did, but I feel like it was way different back in the day. And I'm not saying it was ever acceptable, but for what we know now, there's like zero acceptable. Like, no.
In Bert's case, he had a long way to go and a short time to get there.
Love it.
Where's old Brody?
I figured you would have brought him in here by now.
Yeah, the Brody Whisperer. That's what we'll call it when we invoke the name of Burt Reynolds or say anything about the 70s. But until he shows up, we will go with our second last segment of the night, which is definitely not adjacent to or related to Brody in any way.
Oh, every time. Every time.
All right. So we have a fail. This one's going to hurt to watch. And for some of us, it's going to invoke painful memories of our childhood because similar things happen to us. But there is also a very inappropriate reaction. So brace yourselves.
Yeah, you good?
That was
Holy shit.
intrepid Alex and the Garbage Man reporter Pepe Brody on the scene of an accident involving a child. Thank you,
awesome.
Pepe Brody.
That was awesome. And yes, for anybody that did that kind of sledding, you know exactly what that felt like. You knew exactly what that felt like. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Ryan knows exactly what you're talking about. Woodlands Cow Path.
Mm-hmm. I did that right behind the bowling alley, right by Eagle Ridge there, that hill that goes down. Same thing. Exact same thing. In like a toboggan, much the same. Yes. Yes. Very ouch time. Very, very ouch time.
Very ouch time. You sent me this, and this was fitting for me because I watched Happy Gilmore 2 today. I liked it.
I did too. What did you expect? What did like it was? I thought it was hilarious.
Yes, I clapped when I saw Ben Stiller.
Yes,
and the best cameo in the entire film was Eminem.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was like genius. It was, and he sounded like old Marshall too.
Yes.
Like Eminem from like 30 years ago. It was great.
Yeah, he just seems to be having more fun as time goes on, old Eminem.
100% he is, yeah.
Good for him. One-handed golf swing.
Take a peek.
Oh! Damn! I'm gone.
Now, why did that happen? Well, one, he has one hand on it, and then two, somehow he lets go.
Yeah, he looks like it's weird. It doesn't look like it's slipped. Like his hand is open.
Yeah. Boom.
Way to go, a-hole.
I hope that cost him a pretty penny.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't cheap. You know, I'm sure it was not cheap.
Here's another one of those voiceovers that you sent me.
Cuz running by faith, not sight. Japan Pole. University of North Dakota. Go Hawks.
See, I don't know if I see. Hi, May. I don't know if I could play those videos for you, like where they talk about like where they get the names from. So I'm sure we'll get hit with a copyright. I can show you after. I'll show you after.
Okay. I found this one, and for all you budding contractors out there, you will learn from this right away. There's no sound on this one. So, installing sheet metal roofing. Installing being the key word here.
With flip-flops on.
Yeah. Oh, no. No.
Oh,
and he died.
And he's dead.
Thank you very much, Colleen, for liking us on Facebook.
Thank you, Colleen.
Again, all you young contractors out there, proper footwear, proper fall equipment, something to do with securing something before you step onto it, perhaps.
It's probably a good idea.
Everything you should have learned in what is called safety orientation. Yeah.
Right.
My dumbass learned that back in the day.
I thought we all did, to be honest with you, but you know.
Do you remember getting paid for it?
Safety orientation, yes, 100% I did. Yep.
Yeah, got paid to attend
Yep.
and tried my best not to forget.
Yeah, because you couldn't work without it. So you needed that shit. Oh, Sarah May. Oh, okay, we've seen that one already. She just sent me a video. Yeah, we've seen that one, Sarah. That's been on the list before.
It's going to get to the point as time goes on that people are going to send us stuff and we're going to say, seen it, seen it,
Yeah,
seen it,
seen
seen
it,
it.
seen it. Got it, need it, got it, need it, got it.
Kind of like movies that my girlfriend wants to watch. She shows me, seen it, seen it, seen it, seen it.
She's probably thinking, stop watching all the shows.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, bro, I'll come at you with like teeth and anger.
My mush-minded brain, my choice.
Fair enough.
Anyway, Jim fail compilation with no sound. And swinging a plate. Oh, I don't understand. Maybe we need to see that again in an instant replay.
I'm not understanding any of it.
He's trying to hold himself back against the weight. Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I'm at a loss. I had another for you.
Nope, that's not how that works. One must wonder, is he trolling? Ooh, yeah, he fucks.
All night long. All night.
Whoa. I can't take it anymore. I don't want to live. Oh, he's trying. Should have had supports. Oh, in the face. Well, at least this guy, if he admits to himself he can't do a full proper push-up, so he's got the training wheels on at this point. Words fail me. Is this trolling? I'm not sure.
One is love, baby, don't hurt me. He's working on it. Don't hurt me no more. He's practicing. What's happening there? Like,
okay, that's enough, Grandma.
Me like you bouncy, me like you bouncy.
Ooh, rounded back, hitching. Don't do it. Ew. Look at the partial reps that guy is doing. Right about here. Yeah, 1/4 inch reps. Feel that burn, bro. Boxing with dumbbells. Redundant. He has a dumbbell. Oh, he's shaking it out now. He's done that intense workout.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now, we've seen this more than once. Doing a deadlift and someone puts in 100% at well.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Now, what causes that, I wonder?
Well, I'm thinking because he's full exertion. We've all seen that where you're like, or I mean, we've all lifted weights when you stop, you're like, oh God, you gotta take a minute, right? And like you could think if he stood up, like how many times even not lifting weights, you've stood up and like you get lightheaded, not even lifting weights, right? So
I've gotten extremely dizzy a few times. It's mainly been when doing heavy deadlifts or heavy squats, to the point where I had to lie down on the floor because if I didn't, I was going to pass out. But yeah, little too much in the way of yelling exertion, I think, because he failed.
Yep. Yep, 100%.
Oh, and speaking of the gym, if we've said it once, we've said it 1,000 times. Do not do kipping pull-ups. Also, just because it appears to be secured to a concrete wall does not mean it actually is. And that probably results from doing exercise like this. Boom.
Oh, that popped me. I just could you imagine this sheer terror? All of a sudden, you're like, ah! Like it's just.
Yep.
Oh God. Thank you. Oh, okay. Let's rip through these before we do our Karen segment. So I didn't go through all these. I'm assuming that these like alternate Halloween posters. I like seeing this stuff. I don't know if it's just this is just fan stuff, or they were posters maybe in a different country, but I think they're pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
First two. Oh, maybe not. They're all just different Halloweens. But still. That one sucks.
Not bad, some of them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's different.
Oh, I like that one. I don't like that one. That one's not bad.
Thank you so much to Candace, who liked us on Facebook. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, that's a little bit of exorcist.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No. Okay. Well, there's some different ones. Anyways.
Not a bad attempt.
All right.
Well,
it's that time.
It's that time, and I'm pretty sure because this has made the rounds in the past week on the social medias and the internet in general, everyone's going to clue in on this one. It's one clip. I've got two videos of it. Yeah, I got 2 videos and a news story about this one. Brace yourselves. No, I played that one because in the context of the story, that's probably what makes the most sense, especially if you see it from the point of view, pardon me, of the guy who had to suffer the Karen up close. You ever been to a baseball game? Yes, I'm talking to you, my co-host, the only person who can actually give me a response.
Oh yeah,
vocally.
yes, of course I have been. I haven't been to like a professional MLB game, but I've been to enough and I've played enough baseball. Yes, and I've watched enough baseball. Yes.
Okay, so y'all know when there's a pop fly and that ball goes into the stands, people are going to swarm upon it. One of those people, increasingly in this day and age, is a Karen.
Pause it. Now, I want everyone to notice, while we're here, we don't have to back it up. The ball has landed on the row between right there. Okay. The ball is now in between. I'm pointing at the screen. The row behind the yellow and green shirt guy. There's a red gentleman coming in hard from the right-hand side. And the Karen is in the white shirt. So the ball is not even in her row right now. Continue.
So the father got that ball for his son. I think it's his birthday. The news story will reveal more.
She scared the shit out of him.
Now, that was interesting right about that hand signal from him. He's like, take it, I don't care.
Now, there are other videos, I don't know if it'll be on the news report here, where she is getting jeered and screamed at and like she's flipping people off while this is happening. So go ahead.
I have a 16-second clip. It's a close-up. It's from people the row back from where it took place. So again, why I played the Kaiju Chucky clip along with the Karen intro is because imagine that being in your face.
So was that all you had? No more videos?
No more videos. I got the news story, but if you got more.
So go ahead then. Let's say the news story. Go ahead.
Okay. This is from, I think it's NBC. Nope. So the young boy speaks out. Say that there's that hand signal from him again. This was during the Philadelphia Phillies Miami Marlins game last Friday. Speaking to NBC 10 Philadelphia, Drew Feltwell, who is the father, I'm pretty sure he's the father. Oh, pardon me, from Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln's the son. Drew is the father. Yeah. Give to his son Lincoln during his birthday week. So not birthday, but the week. And I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. Perfectly understandable hand signal. There was something more. The ball was already in his glove and she just wouldn't stop. And Drew said, I pretty much just wanted her to go away and I had a fork in the road. Either do something I was probably going to regret, good thing you didn't, or be dad and show him how to de-escalate a situation. Thank you. Again, this is a perfect example of thinking before you say and do something so that you don't make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
She just wouldn't stop, and I'm literally leaning back and yelling, stop saying literally. Anyway, we just wanted her to go away because she wouldn't stop. So this is the unfortunate thing in this day and age. That's I think the fourth time I've said that now, that if someone continues to yell and bitch and moan and get in someone's face, that apparently will get that person who's doing that antagonizing stuff what they want. That is not how it should be. That should get them, in this case, ejected from the stadium. People who yell and bitch and complain and continue to do so, they should not be given what they want, despite that maybe being the proper de-escalating course of action to take. Give them what they want and they'll go away. That's not what we should be allowing in this world. There should be some other way to de-escalate the situation while not giving them what they want just because they are loud and obnoxious in wanting something, even though they're clearly in the wrong.
Yeah, 100%. That's what happened. Yep.
Yeah, and as Nick was saying, when the woman returned to her seat, a man who felt well said could have been her husband was covering his head as the booze grew.
Well, yeah, could you, and then, you know, and you could say what you want about this guy, but imagine this poor guy who, like, you know, is just there to watch a game and his wife does this. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Poor guy.
And Nick and I had discussed this before we went live. Apparently the woman, the Karen in question, she lost her job, perhaps?
That's what I had heard. I will look up really quick here.
Lincoln, the kid, not only was he given a goodie bag, he was also given a signed bat.
Yeah, she was not fired.
Okay.
So that is lead stories. Case, let's see what Snoop says.
Snopes.
Was it identified fired from? Okay, so it says Philly Karen wasn't identified fired from New Jersey school district job. Okay, obviously caught the ball by hand in the first place. Okay. Oh, so apparently, so the claim is, yeah, it does not happen. It did not happen. Yeah. Now, I believe she should be, because if this is how you're treating kids and you're a teacher, perhaps you shouldn't be working with kids. Because I know I have and I'm just a public servant because I work for the town. And I know there's stuff that I can't do and can't say because I'll lose my job. I'll be reprimanded. I hope she was at least reprimanded minimum for that. So
yeah. Now the thing is, in this case, she was not representing her job at that particular point in time. Mm-hmm. She didn't get violent. She didn't assault anyone, and she was on her own time. So would getting fired from her job be the right course of action in this case? I don't think so. Maybe, sure, she should probably take a public relations course, considering what she does for a living. And yes, she does deal with children. I'm going by what Nick was reading. Mm-hmm. So maybe her public code of conduct could be better. But being fired for that, I don't know.
Reprimanded at least.
They're still trying. I don't know that people should want to try and find out who she is.
They're going to find her.
That's true.
And she's going to, just like the Coldplay person, she'll have her a couple weeks of fame and then it'll be gone. So,
yeah, think about all the other people who have been named and shamed in the past 3 years alone. To say nothing of the past 10 or 15. What became of them? Do we remember their names? Do we even remember what they did? Blips on the radar.
Blips, indeed.
Yeah, and that's not to say that their lives don't matter. They do. But where do we go from here, you know? Yeah, public perception. Yeah, that's the thing. Even though you don't represent, she did not represent the company or her job at that time because she's associated. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for the announcement. I need a snack. So let's wrap this shit up, baby. We're 2 hours in here. I think it's been a great run.
That's an announcement.
do you have any more you'd like to get off your chest or plate before the pizza that's made me hungry is going to get eaten?
We're going to get a pizza sponsor.
I'm working on it.
And that's what's going to play us out eventually from the show.
Yeah. Dial 3713, whatever that was. Pizza 73. Anyways, the next segment is now Nick's bipolar song list. So this first one, Cohen actually showed me this yesterday and quite enjoyed this song from 2005, the year after he was born, from Trap, Bleed Like Me. Second one, I heard while I was in Hot Topic on last week, but it's called from a band called Spanish Love Songs in 2023 called Haunted. I absolutely love this song. So yeah, Bleed Like Me, Trapped, and Haunted by Spanish Love Songs.
Cool. And with regards to movies, of course, there's no shortage of what I could recommend for this week. From 2025, The Surrender. Hour 36, including credits. 5.4 out of 10. Not a great rating on the Internet Movie Database, but a good little movie nonetheless, especially from the leads. When the family patriarch dies, a grieving mother and daughter risk their lives to perform a brutal resurrection ritual and bring him back from the dead. Written and directed by Julia Max. Again, really like the leads. They did a very good job. This one goes to places that I didn't think it would go to. I was very surprised by where it went, and the ending kind of perplexed me, but it's a movie. I went with it. Maybe I'll see it again and try and work out why it went where it went. For those of you who are budding young filmmakers or screenwriters, give this one a watch. Maybe this will get some ideas brewing in your head.
Right. Well, folks, thank you for being here. Everybody who's here for almost the 2 hours of the show. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. We hope that you have a great week, and we love you. Take care of each other, and we'll talk to you soon.
Think before you say something, think before you do something, and do 3 good things for people every day without hope of reward or reciprocation. For Kyle. And we would like to thank everyone who was here, be it for the moment or the duration, including Candace, Colleen, Sarah May, Kim, Alma, Bolo, Corey, Jolene, Ryan. Ryan, thank you as always. And who was here first? Casey. People who we have not seen in a while and we hope are doing well. Ginger, Hanama, Overseer, Beverly, Right Said Sexy Svelty Brody, Shlomo, really, Lady Cora, Junior, Van, Coos to him, Edward Blake, Rashid Jurgens, Freak Nasty Bumsex, Stuart McQuaid, AJ Raider, because he showed up while we were closing up last time and we missed his comment. We apologize, AJ, but thank you for chiming in at the last moment. Wild Bill, Mr. Garner, Penny, Trish, Jen, Tamara, Amanda, my friends Sarah, Chantel, and Teresa, our friends Matt, James, Jared, Kathy, Fraser, Sheena, and the future champion of the galaxy. The future is ever so far away, but he'll get there one day, Dewey Robson. 2 Trevors, 2 Cindys, both Jolene's, Nathan, Nick's moms and dads, my aunties Di and Kathy, and cousins Lisa and Adam, and of course, shout-outs to Gareth, Susan, Ravi, and Ashley. One of the many drink combos from the late great King Cobra JFS involved 1/4 ounce Ant gin, 1/4 ounce bacon vodka, a dash of powdered mashed potatoes, a pinch of finely ground Rice Krispie squares, a drop of melted wasabi, the real stuff, not that inferior horseradish horse shit, and to top it off, a fine helping of the juice from Gloria Pouchfonte's quiche-smelling uterus.
Ow!
Alex and the Garbage Man will not return next Monday, September 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Berta time due to an unscheduled heat death of the universe. Please stay tuned for updates.
Da, da, da.
And remember, We've always been at war with Gallery Stratford, a non-profit contemporary public art gallery featuring changing exhibitions of Canadian art and an adjacent small sculpture park, located at 54 Romeo Street South, Stratford, Ontario, N5A4S9, 519-271-5271. Open Wednesday through Sunday, 12 p.m. until 5 p.m. Ja, 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 ja.
Bye!
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.